the only system where stakeholders are more than any other profession. Your stakeholders primarily, or you can say at the root level, at the bottom level, at the threshold level, these are the students, then teachers, then non-teaching staff, institution itself, society at large, government, the corporate, and above all, the nation. So, being teachers, our responsibility is to serve all these interest groups, to take care of all these interest groups in a changing environment, friends. Being a student of management, I'm a firm believer that to improve is to change, and to be perfect is to change often. Means, if we wish to have perfection in any of the phenomena, we'll have to change ourselves again and again. And again, we are in the situation of change. We'll have to change ourselves. When we see this COVID 19, it has impacted upon the education system from the diverse perspectives. There are various challenges for the various stakeholders. And if I say these challenges can be categorized largely in the four categories, one could be the technology, second could be the economic challenges, third, another important is the behavioral challenges, and then social challenges. Friends, technology, the major driver of the future in every phenomena, in teaching as well as and in learning as well as, is going to play a great role. But when we talk of technology, we'll have to take note of three critical levers of the technology: equitable access of learning, delivery of learning, administrative efficiency, and establishment of quality benchmarks for online learning. This is largely pertaining to the teaching phenomena. Then we have economic challenges. They come at the individual level, institutional level, national level, and at the global level. And the challenges of economics or economic challenges, they are also with the teachers as well. Could be just possible many of the teachers may not have received their salary for some time. This phenomena could go for a long time. Another economic challenge, outcome of the COVID-19. Another thing which is going to affect the society at large, that is the behavioral challenge. And in the society, we have students, teachers, every general public also is in the society. Actually, COVID-19 has created a situation of uncertainty, environment of uncertainty. People's thought process changed, and in this uncertain environment, they are not believing on each other on any of the issue. Everybody see another person as a corona patient, and that amount of uncertainty, disbelief, or unfaith is going to affect the society at large. Then mounting pressure of the stress and other psychological orders. If I speak in Hindi, एकांत और अकेलापन दोनों में बहुत फर्क है. Some people are living in ekant, some people are feeling loneliness, अकेलापन. अकेलापन किसी के लिए बहुत खतरनाक है. And today only I was going through the newspaper and found that due to this coronavirus and अकेलापन, heart attacks could be more. Phenomena of heart attacks could be more. So psychological impact is going to impact the physiology and physique of the people. Apart from this, we are going to face another challenges, whether these are the students or these are the teachers, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, or the society, in the form of FOBA, FOMO, and FOSI. If I name them full, FOBA means fear of being alone. FOMO means fear of missing out, and FOSI means fear of self-isolation. These are going to affect every
What is the
individual.
spelling, sir, between that homo, non-homo, like that? That can you just show it?
Sure, please. FOBA, FOBA, fear of being alone. Then comes FOMO, fear of missing out. Then FOSI, FOSI, fear of self-isolation. So friends, these are the behavioral challenges which are going to face. But through the process of change, people will become more introvert. And introversion beyond a limit is going to affect at 360-degree. Hence, these are going to be the challenges which I find. And largely, every challenge is going to affect education system. And within the education system, whether it is the delivery, whether it is the examination, or it is administration, anything. But we are the teachers, we are the nation builders. And we know for teachers there cannot be any challenge because they know how to convert the challenges into opportunities. And for this purpose, we are the change agent to change the mindset of the students. Still, phenomena remains there that the parents may not be able to convince a person, but teacher can convince the students. So, change of mindset of the students, teachers, and the staff, and that towards the technology. Because I had said in the evening, in the earlier stage, technology is going to be a key driver. It may be examination, it may be evaluation, anything else, or skill building approach. Technology is going to be a key driver. We'll have to change the mindset of the students, teachers, and staff towards the technology. And within this technological change, it is a compulsion for every education institution to strengthen the support system of the technology. Every institution should have a robust and reliable infra with network security. What is happening nowadays? Sometimes we are conducting meetings through Zoom, some we are WebEx, some GoToMeeting. People are confused where I have to connect. It means every individual institution will have to have a dedicated support system of the technology, and that should be used by the stakeholders like students, teachers, and non-teaching. They know if they are going to connect, they have this support system. Hence, it must lead to equal access. Equity. Equity in the form of whether it is the urban area or the rural area. Still we have problems. In the rural area, there may be connectivity problem. Even in the urban area nowadays, the connectivity issues are there. So there are, to deal with the digital gap, we need to have equal access. I have told you about the unified learning management system. Then we can think of new techniques of instructions like blended learning, flipped classroom approach, but there should be quality benchmarks in every phenomena. Then we also can think of combo or modular approach in course designing. And students may have credit transfer facility in their academics. We cannot forget one thing, that our students are more intelligent as compared to we people. They are very innovative. They are skilled. They are hardworking largely. And catering to this type of intellectual students is going to be a challenge for some of the teachers. More so, diversity of the students. Diversity of students will compel the teachers to go for diversity of the learning, to assess the learning styles and deliver. So this is again going to be a phenomena for the teachers' friends. One more thing I would like to say, that sometimes teachers become judgmental whether it is the examination or the evaluation, we teachers will have to remain away from being judgmental. Reason being, one good quality of a student may be taken over another by another poor quality, and we become judgmental. I give you one small example. I conducted an online test, an MCQ test, and one of the students secured 12 marks only out of 40. I had a presumption that the student is not very intelligent. But in another activity, when the which I conducted after 3-4 days, the same student was the first. Means every student is having a distinct type of the talent. Means we have diversify. We will have diversity of the students with diversity of the talent. We will have to act as a change agent in identifying students. And friends, teachers normally think we know. We have learned a lot. But in the change phenomena, teachers will have to be a global learner. Global learner in a way, they will have to not only to facilitate and inspire students in learning, but they will have to learn themselves as well. Nowadays, we have found one bigger problem in online technology when we deliver lecture to the students, that it remains one way, because only outgoing is there, incoming is not there. But the basic principle of the effective communication is what? What means honest, open, and two-way. We may be honest in communication, we may be open in communication, but it is not two-way. And when it is not two-way, it remains away from the efficacy. So these are the phenomena which we are going to face, whether evaluation, examination, or the skill development. Friends, one more thing. I told you that there is going to be resource crunch, whether public sector or the private sector. And public sector is going to face much of it as compared to the private sector. So resource sharing will have to go for. Even at the institutional level, you'll have to share the resources to have their optimum utilization. Then being teachers, will have to deal with the psychological issues. Everybody knows human beings are gregarious. We are the social creatures. We cannot live in isolation. We need society. And when we need society to interact, the isolation will lead to depression. So we'll have to deal with this aspect also. During the COVID period, there had been many news. Many things have increased, like at some places, domestic violence has increased. At some places, tendency to suicide, it has increased. The cases of disputes, they have increased. So these are the outburst of the psychological phenomena of the human beings. So psychological aspect is also to be taken care of, and largely again it is the responsibility of the teachers, being the torchbearer of the society.